If you wake up with a dry mouth, cracked lips, and that sticky feeling on your tongue, please do not brush it off as just getting older. This is one of those small morning signs that many people ignore for months, sometimes for years. But after 60, waking up dry can be your body's quiet way of saying something is off. It may be as simple as not getting enough fluids. But it can also point to medicine side effects, mouth breathing at night, poor sleep, high blood sugar, or a health problem that deserves attention. The dry mouth is not always the real danger. What may be causing it is the part many people miss. I see this pattern often in older adults and caregivers. Someone says, "I keep water by the bed because I wake up with my lips stuck together." Another person says, "I'm tired all day, my mouth is dry every morning, and I thought it was normal." It is common, yes. But normal is not the same as harmless. Saliva protects your mouth, your teeth, your gums, and even helps you chew and swallow. When you do not make enough saliva, food can feel harder to eat, dentures can rub, your mouth can get sore, and cavities can start faster than many people expect. Now this is important. Dry mouth after 60 is very often linked to medications. Many people take several pills each day, and some of the most common ones can dry the mouth. Blood pressure pills, medicines for depression or anxiety, allergy pills, cold medicine, bladder control medicine, some pain relievers, and muscle relaxers can all play a role. The more medicines you take, the more likely this problem becomes. That does not mean you should stop anything on your own. Please do not do that. But it does mean it may be time for a careful medication review with your doctor or pharmacist, because one small side effect can quietly affect sleep, eating, dental health, and daily comfort. If this topic is hitting home, let me know in the comments how old you are and whether your dry mouth happens only at night or all day too. I read those comments carefully, and they help me know what to cover next. And if you have a parent, partner, or friend who wakes up with dry mouth and dry lips, share this video with them, because one simple clue in today's conversation could help them ask a very important question. Let's make this simple. There are a few common reasons this happens, and the first one is dehydration. As we get older, the body often holds less water, and many older adults do not feel thirsty until they are already running low. That matters because dry mouth in the morning may be only the first sign. You may also notice dark urine, feeling dizzy when you stand up, tiredness, headaches, or feeling foggy and less steady on your feet. In hot weather, during a cold or stomach bug, or when taking water pills, this can get worse fast. And in older adults, dehydration is not just uncomfortable. It can raise the risk of falls, confusion, kidney strain, and a trip to the hospital. But there is another reason many people miss, and this one can be more serious. If you wake up with dry mouth and also snore, breathe through your mouth, wake up with headaches, or feel tired even after a full night in bed, sleep apnea may need to be considered. Sleep apnea is when breathing repeatedly slows down or stops for short moments during sleep. Some people wake up gasping. Others never notice the breathing pauses, but a spouse does. And some only notice the clues in the morning: dry mouth, brain fog, poor sleep, and heavy daytime sleepiness. This matters because untreated sleep apnea can affect blood pressure, heart health, blood sugar, mood, and memory over time. Here's the part many people miss. A lot of older adults think snoring is just annoying, not important. But loud snoring with morning dry mouth is sometimes the body waving a small flag before bigger problems show up. If you often nod off in a chair, wake up unrested, or your family says you stop breathing at night, please bring that up with your healthcare professional. That conversation can be more important than people realize. Better sleep is not just about feeling rested. It can be tied to staying sharp, protecting the heart, and staying independent. Now let's talk about blood sugar, because this is another hidden connection. When blood sugar runs high, the body may pull more fluid out through increased urination. That can leave you very thirsty and dry, especially in the morning. So if your dry mouth comes with getting up to urinate often, blurry vision, extra tiredness, or feeling thirsty all day, do not ignore it. It does not mean you definitely have diabetes, but it does mean it is wise to ask about it. A simple check can answer a lot. And the sooner you understand what is going on, the easier it is to make safer choices. There is also the mouth itself to think about. A dry mouth is not just a comfort issue. It can lead to bad breath, sore spots, trouble swallowing, changes in taste, mouth infections like thrush, cracked corners of the lips, and more tooth decay. Some people tell me, I brush every day, so why am I suddenly getting cavities? Sometimes the answer is not brushing harder. Sometimes it is that the mouth has lost its natural protection. Saliva washes away food, helps control bacteria, and keeps tissues moist. Without enough of it, even careful people can start having dental trouble. So what can you do starting tonight? First, notice the pattern. Is the dryness only when you wake up, or does it last all day? Do you sleep with your mouth open? Is the bedroom air very dry? Did the problem start after a new medicine? Are you also more tired, thirstier, or getting up to urinate more often? These little details are not small. They are clues. Sip water through the day, not only when you feel parched. Keep alcohol and tobacco low or avoid them, because both can make dryness worse. Easy on too much caffeine late in the day, because that can add to dryness for some people. A bedside humidifier may help if the air is dry. Sugar-free gum or sugar-free lozenges can help some people make more saliva during the day. And please be careful with quick fixes. Mouthwash that contains alcohol can make things feel worse. Sugary candies may seem helpful for a few minutes, but they can feed cavities when the mouth is already dry. If you use dentures, pay attention to sore areas and let your dentist know if they start rubbing more than usual. If you use an inhaler or syrup medicine, rinsing with water after can be a smart habit. Small steps matter here, because dry mouth tends to build up quietly. A little relief today can prevent bigger mouth problems later. Now I want to give you one practical step that many people find helpful. Make a simple morning clue list for 1 week. When you wake up, notice your mouth, your lips, your energy, and whether you had to get up to urinate during the night. Notice if you snored, woke with a headache, or felt dizzy standing up. Then bring that short list to your doctor, dentist, or pharmacist. Not because you need to be afraid, but because details like these help them connect the dots much faster. One of the best ways to protect your health after 60 is to stop calling every symptom just age and start treating patterns like useful information. There are also a few red flags I do not want you to ignore. If dry mouth comes with severe confusion, fainting, chest pain, trouble breathing, signs of stroke like sudden weakness or slurred speech, or you cannot keep fluids down, get urgent medical help right away. If you are becoming very weak, urinating much less, or feeling unusually sleepy and out of it, that also needs prompt attention. Most dry mouth is not an emergency, but sometimes it is part of a bigger problem, and knowing when to act can make all the difference. So if you have been waking up with dry mouth and lips, please hear me on this. You are not overreacting, and you are not being vain. Your body may be giving you a gentle early warning. Sometimes the answer is simple. Sometimes it is a medicine issue. Sometimes it is dehydration. Sometimes it is sleep apnea or high blood sugar. The good news is that small clues can lead to smart action, and smart action can protect your teeth, your sleep, your energy, and your independence. Take one simple next step today. Pay attention tomorrow morning. If this keeps happening, write down what else you notice and bring it to a healthcare professional you trust. And if this helped you see dry mouth in a new way, subscribe and stay with me. I would also love to hear from you in the comments. Have you noticed dry mouth, snoring, nighttime urination, or morning headaches after 60? Your story may help someone else feel less alone and more ready to take that next wise step.